Alright guys, welcome back to another video, Survival HQ here. So today I've got up for review an item that I've had for a few years now. And I thought I'd finally take it out of my bag and talk about it. This is the Silky Gomboy 240. I purchased this a few years ago. And when I got it, I think it was around $45 or so. Like I said, I've carried it in my bag and I've been impressed with it quite a bit actually. So let's get into it here. So it comes in this case. This case is a very hard plastic material. One end you have a lanyard ring, or lanyard hole, I guess you could say. The other end where the case opens, you have a rubber strapping. Now this strapping, one, keeps the lid on, prevents it from opening. But two, this actually turns into a nice little lanyard loop. You're able to carry it on your belt. So that's kind of a neat little perk of this strap, is it turns into a lanyard, or a belt loop, sorry. So let's take it open here. Let's take a look at the saw in the case. So combined, everything weighs 12.8 ounces for saw and case. Let's throw the case aside. So the saw itself weighs 9.6 ounces. It's a very nice, well-crafted Japanese saw. One thing about Japanese cutlery, from knives to saws to blades to swords, you name it, you're going to get the some of the finest work on any of these types of items. So let's open it up here. Now, one thing to note first about the saw is it doesn't have a locking point. It doesn't lock closed. Yeah, maybe a safety concern, but a minor issue really. I haven't had any issues in the last few years. So, you know, it'd be nice if it locked. Anyways, so let's talk about the handle first. So the handle is an overmolded rubbered plastic. It's very grippy. I love this handle. It's got small indentations to improve the grip when wet. It's really cushiony. It closes on the seam nice. It's just a well-crafted handle. One of the best on a saw. You absolutely can't complain. I love it, I love it, I love it. So let's talk about the blade. So this is a new blade. I've replaced this one. So that's the first thing you can do, is you can get replacement blades for these saws. I stepped on mine a while back and actually bent the blade. So I went out and spent the $20, $21 or $23 to get myself a new blade for this saw. So the handle, sorry, let's go back to the length. The length of the handle is almost 8 inches. The length of the blade is just over 20 inches. The length of the saw closed is 21.5. So you land at about a 19.5, almost a 20-inch cutting surface for this blade. Now this steel is extremely durable, razor sharp blade, and holds an edge like you would not believe. I mean, it does not need to be touched up. I mean, I'd had mine for 2 years. I bent it before it became dull. So typical Japanese, it stays sharp for a very, very, very long time. So let's get into the mechanism that locks, this locking part of the saw. So this is one of the nicest locking mechanisms as well. Not only is it very fluid, very smooth, and when it locks, but there's actually two settings on this blade, on this saw I should say. There's the standard setting, and then you're able to lock it again to give yourself a more of an ergonomic angle when you're cutting. So if you don't want to drag your knuckles on whatever it is you're cutting, if you're getting close to the surface or whatever, you can cant this up and continue cutting. So let's go back to the normal setting. So let's talk about shake or anything, any loose parts. When it comes to tightness of the blade, it's nice and snug. I mean, there's a slight rattle, but you'd expect that in every saw. But this is, the play in the blade is very nice. So that's, again, the efficiency of the Japanese Silky Gomboy 240. Everywhere you look on this saw, there's perfection. From the blade, the locking mechanism, the handle, the durability, the sharpness. I mean, this thing just rips through wood. It's a push and pull saw, so it's going to cut both ways. And I have many saws. I mean, I have the Bako Laplander, I have a Corona razor tooth saw, I have several bucktooth saws, and this cuts wood better than any of them. That's for sure. And for a pack size saw, I mean, absolutely outstanding. I'm pleased with it. I'd recommend anyone looking for a little bit more of expensive but an upper echelon pack saw, definitely consider this one, the Silky Gomboy 240. You will not be unhappy in the slightest whatsoever. Anyways, guys, if you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe to them. And I'll be back again, guys, as soon as I can with another video. Take care.